name is Jarrell Coleman, and my computer science final project is about 3D printing and the effects that it has on the world today and to come. Using HTML, I created the webpage that I will present to you today. I used HTML codes and CSS codes to program the webpage. Khan Academy helps me understand which codes to use to be able to create my pages. To make my logo, banner, and animation, I used the website Pixlr Editor. I was able to get my photos from my research. I was also able to manipulate the picture to make each item. I used transparent layers, text, brightness, and contrast to develop my banner. I will now go through each of my pages and describe the research I found and previous knowledge I gained to successfully show you the effects of 3D printing. This is my homepage index and the banner that I was talking about with the pictures and the transparency with the text and the background. I also added this. The overall view of this website was to show you guys the effects and the efficiency that 3D printing can have on our world. The production is rising very, very quickly. As you can see, it's really easy to purchase a 3D printer. It's just all about going online, and the most important or the easiest people to go through would be MakerBot. They are in charge right now. So this here is my purpose page. So basically my idea of doing this and why I did it is basically where I sit back and I just think how easy it will be in the years to come to just replace a broken part to your toy, or if you needed a phone case, you could print out a phone case, or just certain little everyday things that we always use that we could always need, and we wouldn't have to go out and buy it if we had a 3D printer. From this point, 3D printing has greatly improved from 1952. It has evolved from a process of subtractive manufacturing, where the object is cut from a block of material, to now just additive manufacturing, where an object is built layer by layer, making it thinner pieces and easier to make different objects. This is my impact page. This basically describes the impacts that 3D printing could have on us to come. Some of the current uses for explain the benefit and or harmful effect of the innovation, which is 3D printing. Some of the current uses and innovations for 3D printing that are being used right now are mainly in the medical field, or most importantly in the medical field, where you can print organs or efficient lightweight casts for broken bones. And in general, there's things that can only be made when built layer by layer that only a 3D printer can do efficiently. Explain the impact that the innovation has had on society, economy, and or culture. Recently, 3D printing has greatly improved, evolving from a process of subtractive manufacturing to just layer by layer built. As I said before, it's easier like that. Today, there are even websites where one can submit their design and receive the 3D printed object in the mail. As this technology evolves even further, it is likely that not only will it be used in industry and for prototyping, but also for common use that everyone will be able to use it. Indicate one field other than computer science which this innovation has impacted or has the potential to impact. Like I said, I would go with medical and also in the manufacturing business, but mainly medical. It has the potential to impact us in ways that we've yet to imagine. Uses for 3D printing within the medical field that are already in use include creating prosthetic limbs, medical tools and equipment, and also models of people, specific organs or body parts for doctors to study so that they can determine what would be best for you to fit. Next would be the technical aspects of 3D printing. Describe how a user interacts with the innovation. It's easy to, it could all be with one push of a button. Some people have in-home printers, other people where you could actually send out your model or your idea to a software place and they can print it for you. Through the use of conducting printing material, it is feasible for functioning circuits, electronic medical devices, and more to also be printed on a small scale. This has the potential to revolutionize technology and the way that we're going with this innovation. Explain the impact that the innovation has had on society, economy, and or children. The benefits and possibilities are becoming endless with the production of 3D printing. Ted Farrington and Ed Bernstein formulate two types of methods where 3D printing begins to wipe out manufacturing and, well, old manufacturing in its entirety. Describe the innovation consumes data as out, how the innovation consumes data as output and input, and how does it transform data. The most recent development in 3D printing is the ability to print on a micro scale. This scale is smaller than is visible with the human eye. At 1,000 times smaller than a millimeter, an electron scanning microscope is needed to view these objects that you want to be printed on this small scale. There are also 3D printers that are now in your home versus those big blocky ones that will be in manufacturers. Describe at least one data storage concern, data privacy concern, or data security concern. The biggest would be the the way that you can anyone will be able to get their hands on a 3D printer and the way that they'll be able to print just about anything that they want. That's one scary thing where you realize that there are still kinks in 3D printing. We might have a situation where someone could get a model or an innovation into the wrong hands and they use it for bad versus for good. And last will be my reference page. The most important reference that I used that was most beneficial to me would have to be with Ed Bernstein. Just the effects that 3D printing could have on our economy and the manufacturing business is just something that makes me really realize where our world is going and how technology is becoming so advanced. So this is basically where I got the two different R&D facts about manufacturing and 3D printing and how it could take over. And that is my 3D printing website. I hope you enjoyed this semester and watching this video on 3D printing. Thank you. For more information, please visit this website.